middle school volleyball championships right here at Warwick High School. Greg Piccaderos along with Nate Milton, our second annual event that we've done. We did it in 2019. All about the two teams. I want to start off with a good flow.
Absolutely. Gildersleeve Dozier Championship rematch, my friend. It's going to be about the flow, about setting that tempo early on.
And consistency.
Right, consistency. How you start off is usually how you finish. And so we're going to see which team can be more consistent today.
Volleyball, come on. Now, stay tuned.
The Telecommunications Center is an award-winning television production facility for high school students in the Newport News Public Schools. Students can learn studio, remote production, audio operation, editing, directing, and much more. Students can also earn college credit through dual enrollment. The center has graduates working for MTV, ESPN, CNN, Entertainment Tonight, and Tyler Perry Studios. If you want to jumpstart your career in broadcasting, contact your guidance counselor or call 591-4687.
And welcome to Warwick High School for middle school volleyball. Greg Piccaderos along with Nate Milton, our second time coming out here 2 years in a row. Nate, this should be a lot of fun. Girls first.
Absolutely, my friend. This is going to be a great matchup, great rivalry that we have here between these two teams. A rematch of last year's championship game. So I know Dozier walked away with the crown last time. Gildersleeve wants a different result in this matchup.
What are the keys early for both teams? Let's start off with Dozier.
I think the key for Dozier is the Dragons need to come out and like you said off top, Greg, establish a tempo. You know, they need to come out here and work their plan that they, been so successful this entire tournament run for the Dozier Dragons. So I think if they stick to the game plan, they can have success.
Absolutely. Takes a total team effort to make this work. Nate's cranking me up a little bit louder, right, Nate?
Absolutely, my friend. Like this is something I've been waiting for all year long.
The green versus the gray. Gildersleeve is the Seahawks. Dozier is the
Dozier Dragons. So, the age-old question, who would win in a fight between a Seahawk and a Dragon? Last year, it was the Dragons as the girls and boys both won championships. We'll see if the Seahawks can make it a different result.
And the girls coach for Dozier is Jane Mariano, respectively. And, of course, Gildersleeve out here as well.
Coach Laura Stuke for the Gildersleeve Seahawks. This is going to be a fun matchup tonight.
Best of three, just underway. Here on Cox Cable 47, 517, NNPSTV.com. Here at Warwick High School at Newport News. And that'll be Dozier serving. We mentioned that flow and consistency early on, Nate.
Yeah, and consistency is a very big thing in the game of volleyball, Greg. As we saw last year when these two teams faced, if a team can find a way to get on a run, it could be a quick game just like that. So we'll see which team can be more consistent, which team can be more proactive in today's matchup.
These points early that you miss can affect the game as it goes on and evolve later.
I mean, as the great Yogi Berra once said, it gets late early. It gets late early. And so I think that whichever team comes out here and establishes that tempo, establishes that rhythm, establishes that flow early on, they will be the ones that will win the day.
2-0 right now. Good teamwork by both teams. Almost a basket.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Representing for the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant.
May his memory be eternal.
Absolutely.
And his daughter and everybody else. And that goes into the net. 3-0 is the score. Nice start for Dozier, Nate.
And that's the thing. If you can get some hot service games on your side, that momentum can just start to go and start rolling downhill. And so Gildersleeve's got to find a way to stop it.
And so far, there's no answer. And just like we talked about the other sports, getting those jitterbugs out early is key.
Well, it's like tennis. Like if you've got somebody that's a great server, somebody that's just hitting ace after ace after ace and really putting the onus on their opponent, it's very easy to kind of get back on your heels. And that's what we've seen so far from the Dozier Dragons. They have just been so powerful on serve thus far, my friend.
Little stoppage in play right now, 4-0.
Of course, the first two games, Greg, go to a score of 25. And if we do need a third game, that is only a contest of 15.
And right now, it's a great start for the team in green. And you can see the confidence in their eyes early on. These two teams are very familiar with each other. Sometimes a break and play helps the team that's down, which is Gildersleeve 4-1 right now. Dozier with the lead.
Yeah, just a little bit of a miscommunication from the Dragons. Now we'll see Caitlin Hollis for Gildersleeve on serve.
That ball's going backwards quick. I want to thank our officials, Virginia Artis and Chris Macbeth, respectfully. 4-2, just like that. It's a 2-point deficit for the team serving. Goes right to Nate.
Put me in, coach.
A lot of concentration out here.
Wow.
We've had more balls going towards me and you than the court.
And just like that, Greg, we are all tied up. Caitlin Hollis doing a wonderful job on service for the Gildersleeve Seahawks right now.
4-all to score. Every point counts, folks, for a championship level play. Both teams keeping in play. But you got to watch unforced errors. Just like in tennis, unforced errors can get you.
And that halts the momentum of a really strong roll right there that we saw by the Gildersleeve Seahawks. Now we'll see. It's a battle of attrition, like I said. Can you respond when your opponent comes back up off the mat?
Excellent teamwork, keeping it in play. And the girls out there.
Cecilia Higgs, number 82 for the Gildersleeve Seahawks. Very influential on that last service.
Boy, that was a little Houdini out there. I think that one got by the ref there. They got stuck there in the net for a second.
Great effort, though, by these young ladies out here for the Gildersleeve Seahawks. But unfortunately, yes, like you said, Greg, a little bit of the miscommunication right there.
6-5. That nice, strong serve sometimes sets the tempo for the point. Volleyball has always been big in the West Coast, and as you know, the West Coast teams.
Absolutely. Especially when you talk about the beach variety of the game. And, people like Coach Kilrye, famous as one of the kings of the beach, if you will. But I don't think folks really understand just kind of the conditioning that it takes out here in indoor volleyball, where you're moving laterally, you're moving vertically and horizontally, and these girls have to be in great shape to be able to cover that court.
7-6.
A lot of viewers probably their last experience playing volleyball was either in middle school or high school during PE, but this is not your father's volleyball game.
They're playing very well. Very consistent, great teamwork, great cooperation. And not enough there for
good effort, good hustle
by number 82, Higgs. We got Hollis, Williams out there. 8-6. Balls are being lobbed in the air like that. One is a good example of a lob. Setting up for the tip.
Wow.
That's good. And yet again, the ball comes back to yours truly.
Excellent job right there by the Dozier Dragons. Just setting up their opponents and hitting the ball. You know, it sounds simple, Greg, but if you hit the ball where your opponent's not, that 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a good result.
And just like that, Nate, a 3-point advantage again. It seemed like they come in threes.
Yep.
That one goes out.
Finally a bit of a break for Gildersleeve.
And not to mention, when you get a break, you get a chance to catch your breath.
Yeah.
But
you can see Ashlyn Vaughn here on serve.
9-7. Nip and tuck for sure. Both teams, like you said, trying to get the jitterbugs out early. That first game is always vulnerable. All right, Greg Bickenberry, St. Milton, Ray Price, glad you're with us. Hope everybody enjoyed the 300 Show Sports Highlights. You can watch it on NNPSTV.com and on TV.
Absolutely. Great milestone, my friend, for you and Ray, and just, again, an institution here in Newport News.
That ball is going to sail out. 11-7. And we're not talking about the beverage either. Backwards. 6 girls versus 6. That's how it works. Let court, but a point.
Yeah, that serve had a lot of heat on it, Greg, but like you said, unfortunately, just a little bit too low.
12-7. The bottom line is that Dozier has been in control of this game, first game. That's going to hit the referee.
Woo!
You got to watch it there.
Wow.
That's how concussions happen.
Great hustle by Eliana Williams, but like you said, Greg, just to the ref stand right there. Making sure that Eliana's okay.
Yep, she seems fine. 13-7. Nice serve.
Wow. That was just a rocket. Excellent play right here. What we're seeing, Greg, from the Dozier Dragons is just a complete team game. A lot of communication. They're doing a great job setting up their teammates, moving around, getting in the right position, and then going in for the kill shot, which we saw right there.
7-point lead, trying to make it 8. A lot of determination and confidence by all the girls. Great sportsmanship as well. Just enough mustard. 15-7. Like Nate said, you get to 25, you win the game, win by 2.
And that's the thing, Greg. You know, it doesn't always have to be that big hammering spike. Sometimes just that finesse tap over the net can be enough.
Woo. And you got to pay attention at all times. That was just a lack of concentration, but that can happen in any sport.
Absolutely. And, you know, when you get to this stage, when this game is for all the marbles, all the bragging rights, the championship game, little, you know, kind of lack of focus like that can come back to bite you. Dozier just rolling right now, Greg. It seems like Gildersleeve had a little bit of a comeback early on, but after that, Dozier, the Dragons, have just been on fire. No pun intended, my friend.
It was 9-6. They've outscored their opponent 8-1. And even when it seems dire for Dozier, they keep it in play. I'm impressed. From a person who's played tennis my entire life. Or at least most of it.
Whew.
18-7.
Another point for the Dragons. And this is what it's all about here. Newport News school system, academics, athletics, activities, what we always talk about, my friend. And this right here, you're seeing these young women out here working hard for that championship.
They're wearing the family shirts in the back. Kind of doing what Syracuse does in basketball. They might not be blood related, but it's like a teamwork. Together.
Well, that's the thing. Families come in different shapes and sizes. And when you're a part of an athletic team, just that bond, that sisterhood for these young women out here, it goes way beyond the volleyball court. And so, yeah, Gildersleeve bringing that family atmosphere here. Dozier, the Dragons, a well-oiled machine. Be interesting to see. Will Gildersleeve be able to dig out of this hole, or will Dozier just steamroll and take this first game? Dragons on service after that break.
18-7. See if this little reset here helps Gildersleeve. And right back to Nate this time.
Oh, I was ready for the carom, Greg. I was ready for the bounce.
Makes it 19-7. All the green right now.
If necessary, Greg and I can work as substitutes.
Absolutely. Jane Marino's team off to a great start. 6 points away from winning set one. And the law of averages, Gildersleeve's going to get a point too as well. They got to get a streak of consecutive points though.
Well, that's the thing. You have to take one step and then build on that. And then, so we'll see right now if the Gildersleeve Seahawks can find a way to fly again, or will the Dozier Dragons continue to clip their wings?
19-8. Big point here.
Good hustle.
You catch him off guard, that's what happens.
Yeah, good hustle. Unfortunately, right there at the end, Caitlin Hollis not able to get that over the net. Very, very excellent positioning right now by the Dozier Dragons.
Mention some of the girls too as well, Nate.
Absolutely. For Gildersleeve, you got Caitlin Hollis, Tania Walters, Celia Higgs, Ashlyn Vaughn. Again, Dozier continue to roll. For Gildersleeve, Ashlyn Vaughn, Elena Williams, Lily Abbott, and of course, we've got Kendall Gaskins and the coach, Laura Stuke, for the Gildersleeve Seahawks.
Hollis, Waters, Higgs, Vaughn, Williams, Abbott, Gaskins. The names you'll be hearing a lot during the broadcast. 21-8, all Dozier.
Woo. And for Gildersleeve,
whatever happens this game, Gildersleeve's got to put the game behind them and move on because you still have a chance to win it.
That's the thing. This is one game.
Right.
And so Gildersleeve, if they do lose this game, Greg, they've got to refocus and reset quickly and come back out and fight hard in the next game. I want to give a shout-out to Cameron Kesey, who helped us out with the rosters for the Seahawks.
Of course, her family is very involved with Menchville basketball.
Yep. Like you said, it's a family affair. Wow.
Right on the line.
Excellent.
Tennis.
Excellent placement right there by the Gildersleeve Seahawks. Starting to get some momentum now. And that is Lily Abbott on the serve.
Both teams keeping it in play. A lot of fan support out here, family and friends watching. Good entertainment.
Wow.
Those net rules, boy. I wish they would allow that in tennis.
I'm telling you, that was a good little rally right there, though, for Gildersleeve. Like you said, Greg, they're still not out of it yet. If they can put together a string, if they can get some momentum going, they're right back in this thing.
Good rally. Gildersleeve gets it across the net. And excellent.
Wow.
You see this spin. Sometimes you can act like you're going to get hard and just touch it with a slap. And sometimes that slap can affect the whole spin of the ball.
Just that little bit of finesse.
Right.
You know, it's not always how hard you hit the ball.
Right.
It's where you hit the ball. And like you said, Greg, that spin just place the ball in the position.
Tap it or slap it. You don't have to always spike.
Yep.
It's all about cupping your hand properly. And that's what you call no man's land, when you're not in proper placement.
No, and that's a point that could come back to haunt Gildersleeve because they've been on a roll.
23-12.
That's a big point for the Dozier Dragons.
2 points away from set one. Greg Bick of Air State Milton, Ray Price, glad you're with us. Cox Cable 47517, NNPSTV.com. Also on YouTube, Twitter. Nate and I will share it on social media. Great point here. Might be the point of the match. Excellent point. What a point.
Wow.
This is an energy point.
Ooh.
Goes out of bounds.
Man, just
that can expend a lot of energy.
Yeah, a lot of energy expended on that rally right there. And just out by the, it's a game of inches, Greg.
Set point, 24-12. Talk about confidence here. This is how you gain confidence when you get wins. And that's it. Nate will give us a set recap in his opinion. 25-12. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Music and fine arts provide enriching experiences. They teach students that there can be more than one solution to a problem, more than one right answer, that mistakes are learning experiences and present an opportunity to be creative and flexible. The arts encourage persistence and dedication. They require sustained concentration, personal reflection involving critical analysis, and self-adjustment to reach desired goals. These are essential 21st century skills recognized as important to productive career and citizen success. Each student deserves and benefits from an arts-rich education.
All right, back here at Warwick High School, set number 2. And, of course, Greg Bick of Air State Milton and Dozier won the first one 25-12.
Yeah, 25-12 for the Lady Dragons. So this is a big set. Right there you see Gildersleeve starting off on the right foot. This is an important game, Greg, because they can't afford to fall behind early like they did in the last game. This is it. If they lose here, Dozier's going to be your champion. So they've got to come out here, play hard, and try to win this game and force a third set.
Hollis, Waters, Higgs, Vaughn, Williams, Abbott, Gaskins, the key players. But it's a total team effort, and the girls on the bench are important as well. Coaches as well, Laura Stook for Gildersleeve, Jane Marino for the Dragons. Both middle school teams. And just like that, it's 2-0. You can't rest on your laurels. It's just like that to be 1-all.
Yeah, and both teams had a little bit of a break in between sets, and Gildersleeve looks to be coming out here with a little more aggression, with a little more urgency, and that's what you want to see if you're rooting for the Seahawks today.
That's a high serve there. Unforced error by Dozier.
Now 4-0 Gildersleeve. They're on a roll right now, Greg.
Trying to make up for that first set. Best of 3. Glad you're with us at Warwick High School in Newport News. We did this last year as well. It's on YouTube. Just type in some keywords. Dozier keeping in play. Nice shot there by Gildersleeve. Back to Dozier.
Woo!
Too much mustard.
A little too much dip on the chip right there, Greg.
Yep. But Nate, you mentioned, I mentioned West Coast volleyball. You mentioned sand volleyball. Sand volleyball is great for your feet too.
Yeah,
as far as developing body strength.
Yep, great lower body workout. Just out there running, Yeah, engages the whole body, good cardio. Benefits of volleyball, both on the beach and indoors.
And reaction time as well. $5-0 Gildersleeve, set 2 at Warwick High School. And that's the point they wanted, to see if they can get this started in the right direction with a 4-point deficit here in set 2 for Dozier.
Right into the net. Another point for Gildersleeve. And if you're wondering how they got here, folks, Dozier defeated Huntington in the first round and Booker T. Washington in the second round. And the Gildersleeve Seahawks defeated Achievable Dream in the first round and Crittenden in the second round, giving us this championship rematch.
All right. And some of the other schools involved as Dozier, Huntington, Washington, Passage, Crittenden, Hines, Gildersleeve, Achievable Dream. So congratulations to them as well. You got to start it somewhere. 6-2. Gildersleeve with a 4-point lead.
And right now it looks like Dozier might be a little bit too keyed up right now, Greg. It feels like shots are going long, they're going out of bounds, maybe a little too much sauce on it right now.
They kind of come down from that first set win. Sometimes it takes about 10 points to do it.
Yep.
I know from tennis you can win the first set and lose the next 2.
And it's all about that momentum. You know, momentum, that pendulum can swing in either way. We mentioned the Gildersleeve team earlier. For Dozier, you have Camilla Smith-Ortiz, Anna Moody, Micaiah Cooper, Jean Zapata Ramirez, Shanice Waite, Iris Oval, Malaysia Taylor, Jade Lyle, Elia Jones, Samantha Varin, Addison Shermer, Alyssa Epps, Estefani Ibarra Lopez, Madison Sopko, and Pua Aulea for your Lady Dragon squad.
8-3.
This is
now
kind
8-4. 8-4.
8-4.
Just like that, the point changes.
This is the kind of start Gildersleeve needed to come out here and really put the onus on the Dragons. They need to come out here, push the tempo, as you mentioned at the beginning, Greg. Come out here and execute that game plan.
See, right now it's a 4-point deficit for Dozier. That's an easy chance to come back, though. It's not like they're down 10 or 12 points. Because with a 25-point game, it's so long, you have a chance to make up for some of your early ills.
Yeah, you'll find different runs throughout the course of the game, the ebb and the flow, and especially when you're talking about a team like Dozier, your defending champions, the Dozier Dragons, they're not going to go away easily.
8-5, just like that. Now they want to keep it into 2 games. They don't want to go to 3.
No, they do not. They want a sweep. They want a clean sweep here in this game. They want to finish off the Seahawks, but these two teams, they know each other so well, Greg.
It's 9-5 right now.
9-5. What a way to make a living. Those are Greg's favorite hours.
You're not kidding. We all work overtime. And I'm telling you, Nate, the thing to me that I've seen is the biggest concentration and focus, like we talked about. Early on, Dozier got that flow, consistency, and tempo, and you can still see they feel it. They just need to put it together so they can close it out.
Yeah, and Dozier still has the advantage being a set up. And the thing is, they just, right, like you said, Greg, they just got to start to put things together. And now, they're creeping closer. 7-9 is your score. Dozier is right back in this thing.
And just like that, 1-point deficit now
And maybe Gildersleeve is, kind of punched themselves out early.
If you're watching on the TV dial, Dozier going left to right, green versus the gray. That sails out.
Like you and I are fans of boxing, of course, the late, great Sweepy Whitaker. And when people would come to try to fight Sweepy, they'd be really aggressive early on, and Sweepy would just wear him down with his defense and eventually win. And that's what it looks like right now. Like, Gildersleeve came out really hot this second set, but Dozier's not going away. They're just bobbing and weaving, waiting for the opportunity.
And just like boxing, footwork is so important. Got to have good footwork. And good concentration. 10-8 Gildersleeve. That was a big point there for Gildersleeve.
Yeah, they've got to stay ahead.
2 points is not enough.
No, 2 points is not enough. It's not against this tough defending champion Dozier Dragon volleyball team.
Right there. Points. You got to get them when you can. You got to get them when you can. Oh, nice hit. That's what we were talking about. Kind of like a butterfly tip of the thing.
Yes, the finesse like you talked about, Greg. It's not always about force. It's not always about power. It's not about how hard you hit it. It's about where you hit it.
Of course.
She used the force right there.
12-8. Great sportsmanship by both these squads. Oh, nice two-handed shot there. Excellent shot by Gildersleeve. Number 82, Higgs.
And I think, Greg, you've got to give commendations. You got to tip your hat to both of these teams. We've talked about kids these days, that are always in the phones or playing the video games. These young women have been out here practicing, working hard, working as a team, getting these fundamentals down. So you got to tip your cap to these young ladies, regardless of what happens today.
Now, they got to capitalize on this 5-point lead and make it 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Because right now, it's a 6-point advantage for Gildersleeve.
They got to build on it.
If you're Dozier, you'd rather not go into 3 games because then it becomes a marathon.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. When we get to that third game, anything can happen. And so wise kind of timeout right now. Dozier Dragons, Coach Jane wants to get these kids together, get them focused. And on the other side of the court, Coach Stuck over there, she's got to tell her kids, keep the pedal to the metal, keep the pressure on, keep being aggressive, keep being proactive, and going out there and trying to get this game so we can go to that third set.
15-8 to score. Greg Bigbear, State Milton, glad you're with us. Look forward to football season coming up. It'll be our 30th year.
Absolutely.
30th year of high school football.
I cannot wait, my friend.
6 months away. Let's get to the summer first. Go to the beach a few times.
Yeah. You and I should go out on the beach and play some volleyball.
Sure. Why not? We should, really. Why not?
It's a good workout.
Nate can get rid of some of that sweat in the ocean. Big point here for Dozier to get back in the set. You can feel the tension. Great shot.
Wow. Big point for the Dragons right there, Greg. And we're going to see Micaiah Cooper on serve now.
$15-9. Now 15-10. Again, if you're Dozier and your coach Marino, you want to close it out in 2, not 3.
Yeah, you don't want this going to a third set because then anything can happen. Dozier's got to get it right here, right now, and we'll see if they can do it with Micaiah Cooper on the serve.
15-11.
Back in the day, Greg, there was a popular sitcom called Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I think if Micaiah is able to bring the Dragons back, we might have Hanging with Miss Cooper.
And we're not talking about Dungeons and Dragons either.
Dragons starting to breathe some fire now, down only by 3.
You got Seahawks, Russell Wilson's team.
Yeah, they could use Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, any of them to come out here tonight.
Again, our officials, Virginia artist, Chris Macbeth. 15-12, Nate. You can feel the tension, but right now, you can see the intensity from Coach Marino trying to get her squad to close it out. I mean, right now it's 3 points. To get to 25 is a lot easier than getting to 25 set 2 and then winning another set. You want to end it now.
Yeah, this is a very crucial moment right now for both teams. It can go either way. The game is still in the balance. But if you're Dozier, you don't want this to get to a third set. You want to come out here, keep this momentum going, and shut down the Seahawks right now.
Dozier in the green, Gildersleeve in the gray. Both teams, great sportsmanship. Great camaraderie. They've worked all year for this.
Wow.
Again, what happens is it's a team, but sometimes the individuals feel the pressure.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, a team is a grouping, a collective of individuals, and so, yeah, you've got to work on that teamwork, that communication, but in big moments, the big stars got to step up.
And they're starting to step up now. Yeah, hey, we're in March Madness. In that one shining moment, right?
Absolutely. The ball is tipped, and there you are, my friend. And just like that, we're tied, Greg.
And congratulations on your podcast.
Oh, thank you, my friend. And I know you are a busy man as well, just traveling the highways and byways.
Too much. 15-all. In tennis, that's the first points, or two, but not in volleyball. First couple points in tennis, but not volleyball at all.
Wow.
Concentration is going to be key here, Nate. It's going to be like who can get to 25, but you got to get to 16 and 17 first.
That's the thing. Now it's just a race to 25. Who can get there first? Gildersleeve needs this right now, Greg, so they can force a third and final set.
They're like many games within the set. Big point there for, we'll call it the sleeve. I like that.
The sleeve.
Yeah. The sleeve has got a 2-point lead.
Of course, Ethel M. Gildersleeve versus J.M. Dozier here.
Actually substituted Gildersleeve when I was a kid. Long time ago.
Yeah, I was part of the first class at Gildersleeve when they first opened. Woo!
Too much mustard.
It was too much sauce, as the kids would say.
Well, they say awesome sauce, right? Nate and I know a little lingo. You never know what Nate's going to rant about on YouTube.
You never know. I don't even know sometimes, Greg.
Wear those shades and just start talking.
Wow.
Big point there.
Big point.
But the net was a big part of it as well.
That was Anna Moody hitting the court right there, hitting the hardwood.
And that goes in favor of the Dragons.
Wow. Big time call.
And they're serving now. Serving is always key.
Big call by the officials
You
right
have the
there.
advantage when you're serving. 18-16.
That's a big swing right there.
One point. Like I said, serving is the key here to close it out. Now, right now, again, the whole focus is not to get to set 3. Close it out in 2 if you're the Dragons. Correct, Nate?
Absolutely. Whoa.
As I've been saying, way too much mustard.
Just a little, as Bob Uecker would say, just a little outside.
But a 2-point lead back for Gildersleeve. Big point.
Oh.
Nice two-handed shot. Some players use 2 hands, some use 1. Excellent rally. Loop to the air.
Oh, man.
And the point goes to the Dragons. And if that was a turning point, that could have been it right there.
Yeah, remember that point, ladies and gentlemen. If the Dragons go on to win this game and win a second title, that is the point of the match right there, coming off of that great rally.
19-18 Gildersleeve. You can feel the focus and the intensity. 6-on-6. Basketball, it's 5-on-5. Volleyball, 6-on-6. At the middle school level here at Warwick High School. Remember we said that could have been the previous point. Point of the set. It's now 19 all.
A big play right
like
there
that.
At the net.
And we never thought that Dozier was in trouble. They were just playing a little, with less intensity early on, but they picked it back up.
Yep.
19 all. Every point counts.
Woo.
That's an example right there what I was talking about, a one-handed shot.
Mm-hmm.
That takes a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Because with two hands, you got support.
Well, that's the thing. With two hands, you got the support, but with the one hand we saw right there, she had just a little bit of extra zip on that right there.
That takes a lot of confidence this late in the stage. 20-19. We said players are using their hands, they're cupping their hands, fingertips, whatever it takes.
Wow.
Right on the line, right there by the baseline.
Yeah,
this is primarily a basketball court.
And Camilla Smith-Ortiz just looked to see if it was going to go outside, but it just stayed right inside that line. 20 all. Now we're at a race to 5 points, Greg.
It's all about the 5. That was just a great serve. I don't think anybody could have done anything with that.
Just a little ace.
Excellent serve. And your big-time players got to step up, right?
Yep.
And they're stepping up now. Both teams are.
And there you can hear it, folks. The Gildersleeve fans in attendance starting to get loud for the Seahawks team.
(21-20). Big point here for the Dragons. Down by 1 point late in the set. Good rally. Yep. Just enough English on the ball to keep it in.
Yep.
And top spin and everything is so important.
Yep. And like you said, Greg, just putting that finesse on the ball, hitting it where the opponents are not. This is going back and forth. You can tell Gildersleeve trying to force this to a third set. Dozier trying to secure their second consecutive championship.
That goes right into the net. Sometimes that net can be a big presence there. I mean, that's not easy to get it over the net.
No, and that's the thing. Like, if at different points of the game, the net starts to seem bigger and bigger as that pressure starts to mount.
Another example of the one-handed shot right there, Nate. I love the folks of these girls. They're having fun. That's the main thing.
Wow.
And you can see the joy in their eyes, too. Don't forget, we got boys volleyball coming up as well.
All right, as Beyonce would say, okay, ladies, now let's get in formation. This is the time. This is the time. 3 points away from a victory. Which team wants it more?
And the serve will be a big, big factor here, the final few points.
Dozier with the serve.
So important. Get all the kinks out now. Hit way up in the air, like that. Oh, nice shot.
Oh.
Okay, you don't want to get lackadaisical. The problem with one hand is it's either good or bad, and there's no gray area because sometimes you slap it like that,
Yep.
it'll go downward.
Well, and it felt like, in baseball, when you got a curveball and you get so anxious to hit it that you end up popping it up. That's what that felt like right there. Like, the ball was just coming down. She knew she had a chance to hit it. Unfortunately, it went right into the net.
Right into motion. The motion is so important. Listen to your coaches. Practice during the offseason.
Woo! Just the hustle.
So I'm going, I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling, right?
Every day, as Rick Ross would say. Big point for the Dragons right there, Greg. And we're going to see Micaiah Cooper on serve now.
$15 to 9. Now 15-10. Again, if you're Dozier and your coach Marino, you want to close it out in 2, not 3.
Yeah, you don't want this going to a third set because then anything can happen. Dozier's got to get it right here, right now, and we'll see if they can do it with Micaiah Cooper on the serve.
15-11.
You know, back in the day, Greg, there was a popular sitcom called Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I think if Micaiah is able to bring the Dragons back, we might have Hanging with Miss Cooper.
And we're not talking about Dungeons and Dragons either.
Dragons starting to breathe some fire now, down only by 3.
You got the Seahawks, Russell Wilson's team.
Yeah, they could use Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, any of them to come out here tonight.
Get our officials, Virginia artist, Chris Macbeth. 15-12, Nate. You can feel the tension, but right now, you can see the intensity from Coach Marino trying to get her squad to close it out. I mean, right now it's 3 points. To get to 25 is a lot easier than getting to 25 set 2 and then winning another set. You want to end it now.
Yeah, this is a very crucial moment right now for both teams. It can go either way. The game is still in the balance. But if you're Dozier, you don't want this to get to a third set. You want to come out here, keep this momentum going, and shut down the Seahawks right now.
$15-12. Dozier in the green, Gildersleeve in the gray. Both teams, great sportsmanship. Great camaraderie. They worked all year for this.
Wow.
Again, what happens is it's a team, but sometimes the individuals feel the pressure.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You know, a team is a grouping, a collective of individuals. And so, yeah, you've got to work on that teamwork, that communication. But in big moments, the big stars got to step up.
And they're starting to step up now. Yeah, hey, we're in March Madness. In that one shining moment, right?
Absolutely. The ball is tipped, and there you are, my friend. And just like that, we're tied, Greg.
And congratulations on your podcast.
Oh, thank you, my friend. And I know you are a busy man as well, just traveling the highways and byways.
Too much. 15-all. In tennis, that's the first points, or 2, but not in volleyball. First couple points in tennis, but not volleyball at all.
Wow.
Concentration is going to be key here, Nate. It's going to be like who can get to 25, but you got to get to 16 and 17 first.
That's the thing. Now it's just a race to 25. Who can get there first? Gildersleeve needs this right now, Greg, so they can force a third and final set.
They're like many games within the set. Big point there for, we'll call it the sleeve. I like that.
The sleeve.
Yeah. The sleeve has got a 2-point lead.
Of course, Ethel M. Gildersleeve versus J.M. Dozier here.
Actually substituted Gildersleeve when I was a kid. Long time ago.
Yeah, I was part of the first class at Gildersleeve when they first opened. Woo!
Too much mustard.
There's too much sauce, as the kids would say.
Well, they say awesome sauce, right? Nate and I know a little lingo. You never know what Nate's going to rant about on YouTube.
You never know. I don't even know sometimes, Greg.
Wear those shades and just start talking.
Wow.
Big point there.
Big point.
But net was a big part of it as well.
That was Anna Moody hitting the court right there, hitting the hardwood.
And that goes in favor of the Dragons.
Wow, big time call.
And they're serving now. Serving is always key.
Big call by the officials
You
right
have the
there.
advantage when you're serving. 18-16.
That's a big swing right there.
One point. Like I said, serving is the key here to close it out. Now, right now, again, the whole focus is not to get to set 3. Close it out in 2 if you're the Dragons. Correct, Nate?
Absolutely. Whoa.
As I've been saying, way too much mustard.
Just a little, as Bob Uecker would say, just a little outside.
But a 2-point lead. Back for Gildersleeve. Big point.
Oh.
Nice two-handed shot. Some players use 2 hands, some use 1. Excellent rally. Loop to the air.
Oh, man.
And the point goes to the Dragons. And Nate, if that was a turning point, that could have been it right there.
Yeah, remember that point, ladies and gentlemen. If the Dragons go on to win this game and win a second title, that is the point of the match right there, coming off of that great rally.
19-18 Gildersleeve. You feel the focus and the intensity. 6-on-6. Basketball, it's 5-on-5. Volleyball, 6-on-6. At the middle school level here at Warwick High School. Remember we said that could have been the previous point of the set. It's now 19 all.
A big play right
like
there
that.
at the net.
And we never thought that Dozier was in trouble. They were just playing a little, with less intensity early on, but they picked it back up.
Yep.
19 all. Every point counts.
Woo.
That's an example right there what I was talking about, a one-handed shot. That takes a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Because with 2 hands, you got support.
Well, that's the thing. With 2 hands, you got the support, but with the one hand we saw right there, she had just a little bit of extra zip on that right there.
That takes a lot of confidence this late in the stage. 20-19. You said players are using their hands, they're cupping their hands, fingertips, whatever it takes.
Wow.
Right on the line, right there by the baseline.
Yeah,
this is primarily a basketball court.
And Camilla Smith-Ortiz just looked to see if it was going to go outside, but it just stayed right inside that line. 20 all. Now we're at a race to 5 points, Greg.
It's all about the 5. That was just a great serve. I don't think anybody could have done anything with that.
Just a little ace.
Excellent serve. And your big-time players got to step up, right?
Yep.
They're stepping up now. Both teams are.
And there you can hear it, folks. The Gildersleeve fans in attendance starting to get loud for the Seahawks team.
(21-20). Big point here for the Dragons. Down by 1 point late in the set. Good rally. Yep. Just enough English on the ball to keep it in.
Yep.
And top spin and everything is so important.
Yep. And like you said, Greg, just putting that finesse on the ball, hitting it where the opponents are not. This is going back and forth. You can tell Gildersleeve trying to force this to a third set. Dozier trying to secure their second consecutive championship.
That goes right into the net. Sometimes that net can be a big presence there. I mean, that's not easy to get it over the net.
No, and that's the thing. Like, if at different points of the game, the net starts to seem bigger and bigger as that pressure starts to mount.
Another example of the one-handed shot right there, Nate. I love the folks of these girls. They're having fun. That's the main thing.
Wow.
And you can see the joy in their eyes, too. Don't forget, we got boys volleyball coming up as well.
All right, as Beyonce would say, okay, ladies, now let's get in formation. This is the time. This is the time. 3 points away from a victory. Which team wants it more?
And the serve will be a big, big factor here, the final few points.
Dozier with the serve.
So important. Get all the kinks out now. Hit way up in the air, like that. Oh, nice shot.
Oh.
Okay, you don't want to get lackadaisical. The problem with one hand is it's either good or bad, and there's no gray area because sometimes you slap it like that, it'll go downward.
Well, and it felt like, in baseball, when you got a curveball and you get so anxious to hit it that you end up popping it up. That's what that felt like right there. Like the ball was just coming down. She knew she had a chance to hit it. Unfortunately, it went right into the net.
Right into motion. The motion is so important. Listen to your coaches. Practice during the off season.
Woo! Just the hustle.
So I'm going, I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling, right?
Every day, as Rick Ross would say. To get more intense than this, my friend.
Oh, my goodness. The one-handed server, 23 all. Whoa.
Wow.
And this girl can serve. She's a flat-out excellent server.
Save your best for last.
Called a timeout.
Timeout by the Dragons. By the Seahawks.
24-23.
And that is Pua Aolea.
And Dozier won the first one 25-12. So they're 1 point away. No matter how you win, as long as you win it.
Exactly. So this is what it's all about. This is the clutch moment. Big time players step up in big time moments. Can the Gildersleeve Seahawks find a way to take advantage of this, not allow Dozier to score on this next point and force a third set? Or will the Dozier Dragons, once again, Greg, be the champions?
It'll come down to the serve. I think the serve will have a big part in it as well. Greg Big Bear State, nothing glad you're with us at Warwick High School.
Pua Aolea again on service.
Partner Jim Harvey and Ben Moore, made famous. The late Ben Moore. 24-23. That's it. And they win it in two. As the Dragons roar at Warwick High School. 25-23. They won the first set 25-12. The second 25-23. Great sportsmanship and conduct by both teams. But it was a little bit too much today of Dozier.
Just a little bit too much for the Dozier Dragons over the Gildersleeve Seahawks. There you see Coach Jane Marino and her team just celebrating. Who runs the world? Girls. The Dozier Dragons are your back-to-back champions. Congratulations to Dozier.
And you were a big fan of the late Stuart Scott. I met him 17 years ago. Out of respect to him, we'll say booyah.
Booyah, indeed. The Gildersleeve Seahawks put up a fight, but the Dozier Dragons were cooler than the other side of the pillow, my friend. Dozier, back-to-back, repeat champions. Couldn't pick a better finish, my friend.
Once again, they win it in two. It was Dozier 25-12 and 25-23. Hope you enjoy watching excellent middle school volleyball right here on NNPS TV. For Ray Price and Nate Milton, I'm Greg Picabaris. We'll talk to you soon.